Chaotic still holds a special place in my heart. It was the first trading card game I was truly passionate about. I watched the show religiously and collected every card I can get my hands on. And although I was too young to attend any organized events or like tournaments and like that, my love for the game never wavered. To this day, many people don't give Chaotic the recognition it deserves, because frankly, it revolutionized the TCG market in ways that still resonate today. We owe the entire concept of online card gaming to Chaotic. Before it launched, online TCG play simply didn't exist. Not even Pokemon had ventured into the space. Chaotic was the first of its kind, and its success pressured other card games to develop their own digital platforms. Magic the Gathering Arena, Hearthstone owes its success to Chaotic. It was also the first TCG to introduce code cards, unique codes printed on physical cards, and like packs that players could redeem online, a mechanic that permanently altered the industry and whose influence we still see today. Like, look at the first example that pops into my head is code cards on that you get in Pokemon booster packs. They give you a free code that's a booster pack every time you open a physical one. That Chaotic did that. It was Chaotic that did that first. Chaotic was truly ahead of its time. In another remarkable way, it introduced real-time events. To my knowledge, it remains the first and possibly the only card game to have ever done this. And for those who remember, Chaotic had an animated series, which was something like truly special. Like, it was like you had to be there kind of thing, where it's like growing up, and new episodes would drop every Saturday, and occasionally events from the show would directly influence the card game, and you'd witness something unfold on screen and then see it reflected on physical cards shortly after, or like new mechanics, lore drops because of that. That kind of cross media synergy was incredibly exciting at the time, and to my knowledge it hasn't been done since Chaotic did that. The show was an entire world, and I never missed an episode. Like, it was free TV. Growing up as a poor kid who didn't always have cable at the time, Chaotic, the show being on 4Kids TV, on free TV, meant a lot to me. So every Saturday I made sure that I watched every episode. It was great. I never missed a new episode. And the fact that it aired on, like I said, the fact that it aired on free television made it accessible to everyone regardless of background or budget. By all accounts, Chaotic was a highly lucrative property, and that brings me to its downfall. Because the story of Chaotic's collapse is like really the story of 4Kids Entertainment's collapse, it's gonna, like, if I were to go through it, the whole history of 4Kids, it would take me more than an hour to go over it, so I'm just gonna go over a few things. So for those who are unfamiliar with 4Kids TV, it was one of the oldest, most influential anime localizers in America. If you watched anime in the television in the 90s, there's a good chance it was because of 4Kids TV. That's how like big they used to be. They held the broadcast license for both Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And on top of that, they co-owned a thriving card game in Chaotic. By any measure, this company had the world in the palm of its hands at the time. But then they got greedy. Two catastrophic decisions led to 4Kids TV eventual bankruptcy. The first was its ill-fated lawsuit against TC Digital, Chaotic's like developer, for reasons that remain unclear to this day. 4Kids, I don't know why. We still don't know why. 4Kids Entertainment, they attempted to cut TC Digital entirely out of Chaotic. They wanted to completely take over the revenue stream. It was an incredibly disastrous move for them. 4Kids lost the lawsuit. I don't really know the details, but they ended up losing because truly it wasn't, I don't remember the details, but it truly wasn't 100% their property. They just had the rights to the TV show, so I don't know why they tried to gain ownership over the entire property. And because of that, it was a severe financial blow. Now, the second blow came from Konami, who sued 4Kids TV for improperly collecting revenue that they were not entitled to under their licensing agreement. Um, um, Konami's lawsuit went through, and that verdict was the final nail in the coffin for 4Kids TV. Shortly after they filed bankruptcy, and after that, like 4Kids TV, like went through a lot of like it switched ownership a lot of times, maybe like 3 or 4 times before it just ceased to exist. And because of that, now like Saturday morning cartoons just isn't a thing anymore. Like there's no like that back of the day when you would wake up at Saturday morning, you would turn on whatever WB, it's gone. So it's like it's really sad that like kids who are unfortunate can't watch cartoons. Really, like that was the one thing they had, and now like it's gone. Following the lawsuit, Brian Gannon, the owner of TC Digital at the time, acquired the rights to Chaotic. Over the next decade plus, he made several attempts to revive the franchise, and then none of them really came to fruition after a lot of years of like false starts. Many fans, me included, lost hope that it would ever return. Even so, the community never stopped reminiscing and holding the game close to our hearts. Like, I see so many videos online of people just playing the game. Like, people, I don't know how, but they found like booster boxes and they do openings on YouTube. There's a simulator to play the old game. Like, that's how much we still love this game. All that being said, it brings us to today and the reason this video exists. Chaotic is officially coming back. None of us expected this to happen. It came out of nowhere, and it's a welcome surprise. It's not just a promise this time. We have a confirmed date and a detailed roadmap. It's coming out later this year for America, and then in 2027 it's going to come out in Canada. The original 4Kids era cards, not cards, the show is being remastered in HD. The online game is returning, and they're going to try to do organized physical play. It's being reinstated, which I believe is the smartest like decision of all time. Bringing back the online game, and not only that, there's going to be a mobile version of the game that is it's in development right now, and that is honestly like the greatest thing that we'll be able to play the game on the go. The care and intentionality behind the revival is evident, and I'm genuinely excited for its return. They're showing that they actually, if this is just not a quick cash grab, they actually want this to survive, which is exciting. here for fucking how many minutes?